Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. You only live once. You join me here in Hidden Valley. For those of you who don't know, just to give you a little kind of sneak behind the scenes. Some series when I make them, I let myself get fairly far ahead in them. Fallout You Only Live Once, I don't do that because I like to be able to respond to what you guys are saying. One of the things that did pop up a fair bit were people were saying that I'd be a coward if I went for Harden. So very well, Magna Mora it is apparently. But don't worry, I've got plans for this. But well, everyone was talking about the vaults. Obviously, we don't do that immediately. We need to speak to all of the Brotherhood scouts who have appeared on the map. So let's just have a quick chat with these guys. Most of them are very simple. So this first one's right here by the prison.
What do you want?
So yes, you can just go to all of them, say if the bears are still hunting. That's basically a code word, obviously referring to the NCR because they're the two-headed bear. Basically, these guys are all spying on NCR facilities. And what they'll ultimately all say is, hey, the NCR are actually kind of a bit feeble next to what we thought they were, which is going to kind of persuade Elder McNamara. Maybe he was a little bit OTT with the lockdown thing. And the second scout will bring you back to Nipton. That's a good place to start. I forgot to say, by the way, sorry I forgot to say this at the beginning, 348 after 370 hit points, same as we were last part. So yes, the second guy is the guy who is going to be watching over Nipton itself. This area is not too bad. There are some coyotes in this area. They're the only thing that's dangerous, but they're not too much to worry about. If you're vilified by the Legion, however, be careful. There's a Legion spawn point somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where it is. Hello, that's coyotes, I think. Oh, no, wait, no, is that scorpions? I think I see a stinger up there. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna... Ooh, okay. Yeah, too cocky. This area is not entirely without its risks. Right, let's just quietly move past this area. Yeah, main thing to watch out for. There's definitely some coyotes somewhere here, but I can't remember if coyotes are hostile when aggroed or if they're actually just hostile by default. I cannot actually recall this. But yeah, the main trick of this area is actually just finding the flipping slope that lets you get to the Brotherhood scout who's on top of the hill, because there's a fair few invisible walls around here and kind of surfaces that you're not kind of sure whether the game wants you to be able to climb or not. So like, this to me looks fairly climbable, but I might be about to hit some... Yeah, I think there might be an invisible wall right here. So actually, even though it looks like it should be climbable, it actually isn't. What the hell is this? This is one hell of an invisible wall, isn't it? Yeah, this is what I mean. This area is full of invisible walls. And that one's just a stupid one, quite frankly. It shouldn't be there. It's fairly clear I should be able to climb this, but never mind. Ah, yes, and there's the Brotherhood chappie just on that rock there. Good, good, good. I think we've made up to him without anyone seeing us. And same business as before, just telling the bears still hunting. He'll tell you about Nipton and how it was taken over. So that's number 2 collected. Number 3, however, is the more difficult of them. So here we are in morning, and I've just travelled back to Novak. So the third and final scout is the one who's overlooking Camp Forlorn Hope. Camp Forlorn Hope is a little bit tricky to get to across open ground. If you try and get to it across open ground from the south, there's a good chance you run into fire geckos, and fire geckos are not fun. If you try and get to it from the, if you try and get to it across open ground from the west, from Helios 1 kind of direction, then it's not impossible that you will run into some very nasty, stingy bug things. Yes, those guys are evil, so we don't want to do that either. So I think actually, though I don't normally do it this way, I think this is actually entirely legitimate, which is I'm going to go actually straight through Nelson. And I think you're allowed to do that because I'm not an enemy of the Legion. And I'm pretty sure that means I can just walk down into the town and there isn't a problem. So we'll get here and Ranger Miner will run up to me in a second. He won't be too thrilled about me being here.
But maybe you're a little too reputable to get involved in some dirty work for the Republic.
Reputable? Oh, good sir, I have speech 35.
Well, I'll be damned.
So this is going to start back in your own backyard where he wants me to kill the NCR troopers who've been captured. So I will start that just to kind of get past him and so he allows me into the town, because I think if you don't start it but you run down into the town, if you come back out again, he might be hostile. He claims he is anyway. If you just run past him, then he does have a line of dialogue that's something about, if I see you go down to the town and then come back up, I'll open fire. I don't know if he actually does, but he says it, so I'm not going to take the risk. Instead, I'm going to let him run into the town. And he'll start kind of shooting a couple of Legion people, but that's fine. That's none of my business. I'm not going to get involved in that. He can do what he wants versus the Legion. I'm whatever he does not count against me. If he murders Legion, then that is not a thing against me. I do not my Legion reputation does not suffer as a result of that at all. That's just his business. He can do whatever he wants. And he's killed at least one of them. Oh, he's going for another one. Yeah, I'm going to stay out of the way just to make sure I don't get caught in any crossfire. Someone's firing back at him. He'll generally win these fights very easily. He does this sometimes. He'll actually run down into the town proper. I've often wondered if, when he does this to go and finish off that one guy, if you could aggro the guys on the far side of town sufficiently, could you actually lure literally everyone into him? Could you actually have him finish off the entire town by himself? Because he's finished off that Legion dog, and I'm pretty sure he's going to finish off that guy who's running away. I'm just going to loot the corpses, by the way. Okay, now he's killed that guy. I think he's going to return to his original position. So, I'm interested. This is the thing. He kind of says, "Don't try and get the hostages out. You've just got to murder them." He's already killed most of the people in the way of them, quite frankly. Ah, throwing spears. This is what I wanted. Yes, I desperately wanted some throwing spears. Those are very, very useful indeed. So with some free loot acquired, we're now obviously in Nelson, but I'm pretty sure everyone's fine with me being here. I'm moderately confident that as long as I don't disturb these guys now, as long as I don't shoot them or do anything to them in any way, these guys are actually fine with me. The Legion do not mind me being in this town. I'm almost certain. Well, I know I can walk in here because I've done it before. I can just kind of go. I can just kind of come through town. They don't mind because I've got no problem with the Legion. I'm just gonna dangerously. I'm just gonna check. Are we cool?
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
But you're not actually going to put me on a cross, right? Alright, good. So yes, I can just basically completely bypass this. And obviously you're allowed to go in here because the game isn't sure whether or not I might want to start We Are Legion. So therefore the game doesn't mind me actually being in here. So I can just kind of go through. And that's good because this area is way safer to come through than any of the other areas that lead through to Camp Forlorn Hope. Yep, everyone's fine with me. I can just go straight back out of town again. Excellent. And that's very convenient because...
Have you come to Nelson seeking your death, profligate?
No, I'm just passing through. I've not seen this before.
The Legion will decide that, profligate, not you. Will you go before my Decanus for judgment or be killed where you stand?
Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, I'll go before your Decanus, that's fine.
Follow me. Make any trouble and you'll wind up on a cross, if you're lucky.
Uh-oh, okay. Right, don't antagonize him. Don't antagonize him. What's the situation here, Dead Sea? So basically Dead Sea wants to begin We Are Legion. I'm going to accept We Are Legion. And the reason for that is I'm not going to do Restoring Hope. That's no circumstances when I do Restoring Hope because that involves way too much personal risk, if only for the Legion ambush when you pick up the supply crate. So if I do either of these quests, it will be We Are Legion. So he's just asked me, he's just kind of jokingly said I should go to Camp Forlorn Hope and kill everyone there. So I'll actually agree to that. So, that accepted, I can now pass in and out of Nelson freely. Okay, good. That worried me for a second. Yes, pretty much, I think I'll definitely accept We Are Legion rather than tell him, nah, I'm not so interested in doing your work for you, I think. So, yes, now we can pass through here. And I think this way, if I remember it correctly, is a much faster, better way of getting to Camp Forlorn Hope than there would be otherwise. Yes, here we are. He's literally just outside Nelson's. This is way safer than the other ways.
Approach slowly, stranger.
And yep, Elder McNamara, bears hunting, And there we are. That is the third report. Though while I'm here, I will just quickly nip into Camp Forlorn Hope, partly just to let the... I'm just going to set up the fast travel location so I can use it again later. Though actually, as a general rule of thumb, you don't want to, under this rule set, fast travel into Camp Forlorn Hope. And there's a very good reason for that. It's because sometimes bloatflies will have spawned within the camp when you fast travel into it. Now, obviously, bloatflies aren't a massive threat, and the NCR will attack them the moment they see them. But if the bloatfly gets a shot off before the NCR do, it might attack you. And if it attacks you, then you could be in a little bit of trouble. So, worth remembering that at least. So yes, here we are, Camp Forlorn Hope. Though actually, while I am actually here, I guess I could quickly... just do medical mystery. I think I can do that already, actually. Can I do that already? I think I might be able to. Let's just check if I can do that. Aha, good, yes. What makes you think someone is stealing your supplies? Good, you can get to medical mystery right now. Good, and I can look into this for you? There we go. Perfect. So medical mystery is a nice, easy one to do. By the way, I'm just going to help myself to that anti-venom. Just, yeah, sorry. I kind of need that. I'm sure there's kind of a better way to do this. It does say, like, search around camp for clues, but I never do because I know who did it, so I always just go straight to him. So, hello, Private Stone. We're just going to chat to you immediately. No, medicine. Medicine I need 50 for. Hang on. Let me just use a quick magazine for that. Okay, now we've got up to 50, medicine of 50, dilated eyes, increased heart rate. I think you took the drugs, Private Stone. And I want you to turn yourself in, because that's the good thing to do. Do I have enough speech for that? Yes, I do. Speech 60. It's better if you do it yourself. So another good speech check. He turns himself in, so that's another nice, easy 110 points between those two checks. Back to Dr. Richards. Private Stone's turned himself in. Magnificent. Easy 300 experience points there. Very nice and quick. Gain some karma. Gain some, pretty sure there's some NCR fame in there too. And with that, we've done one of the main quests over here in Camp Forlorn Hope. There's not much to do in here, to be honest. So, while I happen to be here, let's just sell some stuff. I think this guy will work as a shop before I've started the main quest. I'd like to trade. Yes, he's got caps. Good, I can sell some stuff, because I've got a fair bit of stuff to get at the moment. Alright, Elder McNamara. Apparently, the community has determined that you get to keep being Elder, so consider, make sure you send them a little thank you note for that. And here are the 3 reports from the Scouts. So there you are, you see. He's thinking that maybe the lockdown's not such a great idea. But in the meantime, he's obviously got yet more things for me to do. And once again, mysteriously, it's 3 things he needs doing. Yeah, rule of 3. Mysteriously, he's got 3 quests, and each of them he needs you to do 3 things for him. So let's go and have a chat with someone else in the bunker about the filtration system. Senior Knight Lorenzo's who we're going after, apparently. So, Lorenzo's in the lab with all this lovely broken stuff. Senior Knight Lorenzo, here he is. And yep, I need to fix the air filtrations. What is it about these bunkers? This feels like a Vault-Tec sort of problem. Oh, the water chip's broken. Oh, the air filtration system's breaking down. Oh, the reactor's leaking. They never just bloody work, do they?
He sent 3 of our patrols out looking for those components, and they're all dead.
You see, that's another thing I want to bring up quickly. This bunker's supposed to be in lockdown, like locked down. But what's happened? He sent out these 3 squads that have the holotapes on you have to retrieve. He sent out 3 scouts to monitor the NCR, and apparently he sent out 3 teams specifically trying to find flipping air filtration systems. I don't know if, like, it's just weird how many people have been sent out despite the fact that we're supposed to be under lockdown. Anyway, yes, he's telling me to go to various vaults. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous vaults. These things are flipping nightmares, yes. Oh god, yes. Every single one of these is difficult for various reasons. There's none of these that are easy. All of these are tricky for their own reason. However, this was requested. You guys said I should do this route. I should try and not depose McNamara. So okay, I won't depose McNamara. We will do what we can. We'll see if we can We'll see if we can find a way to do this. So first things first, I'm going to need to get myself a little bit better set up for this, because this is tricky. So first things first, I've just nipped over here to the gun runners to do a quick bit of buying and selling. So things I want a sniper rifle suppressor. Now this is going to be controversial, I know, because a few people have said to me, hey, why don't you go and get the Gobi Desert Combat Rifle thing from near Cottonwood Cove. I'm not going to. I don't think it's worth it, because it can't be silenced. It's not a silenced weapon, it can never be silenced. And the amount of damage it does, I don't think is that much more significant than a normal sniper rifle. It's slightly better, but it's not huge better. I'd rather have a normal high quality sniper rifle, silenced, and be done with that, rather than have to go out of my way to have a non-silenced weapon, because, yeah, the thing about the Rat Slayer is there's a bit of a bug with it. It's not actually truly silenced. There's a couple of... I won't go into the details, but basically there's a glitch in it, and it means it's not truly silenced. There's a couple of issues with it. So this will actually... A silenced sniper rifle I kind of need, because that's basically going to be my only high damage output single shot sniping weapon. So I kind of need that. So I'm going to get that. So, let's go into something else that I need. We need to get into using the right sort of ammo here. So, for those of you who don't know, hollow point ammo means you do nearly double damage times 1.75, but it multiplies your target's damage threshold by 3. The nice thing about the vaults I'm going into is most of the enemies here, they've got plenty of health, but they have damage threshold of 0, because most creatures like rats, mantises, even the spore creatures in Vault 22, they've got damage threshold of 0. Look, you can check. You can look that up. You can check that. They're effectively 0, meaning I will always want to be using hollow point ammo if I can. So I'm going to be buying out a load of hollow point ammo. And then armor piercing is basically the opposite. It reduces your damage by 5%, which is, you know, a very tiny decrease, quite frankly, but it reduces the damage threshold by 15. So for heavily armored creatures, that's a very good thing to do, because you can, yeah, you'll basically do 15 more damage to them for only 5% less damage. So well worth having. So I'm going to take some armor piercing rounds as well. I won't need them for these vaults, I don't think, but I'll have them ready. And the most expensive thing I'll be buying is obviously some hollow point .308. That stuff's really expensive, but I'm going to take it anyway. And I'll take some armor piercing as well, because there's not that much of it. So I'm going to spend a fair whack of money on ammo and upgrades for my guns here. By the way, if you notice I had good prices there, it's because I used a salesman weekly and have put on all my barter gear that I got from the corpse of Malcolm Holmes. That's why I got pretty good pricing there. So here we are, we've now got ourselves a sniper rifle, which is pretty darn good. The Rat Slayer is brilliant, but the sniper rifle, because it's true silenced, will be better. That's kind of why I want that ultimately. The sniper rifle being truly silenced is going to be better, I think. So my first target is going to be Vault 3, but obviously Vault 3 has a couple of quests in it, not just the one. It's got, it's got Anders at the NCR, it's got this quest here, picking up the filtration. Oh, what? There are fiends here. The fiends have regenerated. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. It was pretty recently I cleared them out. I thought they wouldn't be back here yet. Okay, fine. I'll have to take out the fiends again. That's not a problem. Just have to deal with that a bit carefully. Yes, while I just sneak up into a better position, the other quest that's in Vault 3 is obviously the quest of drug dealing with the Khans, which is, yeah, that's a good quest to do. You can get a lot of experience from doing that quest. So I may do that at the same time. No, don't come this way. Don't come this way. Definitely don't want to be coming this way. Okay, I'm in caution, but I really don't think they've got much of a chance of seeing me. It's dark, stealth armor, I'm a fair distance away. Well, I'm in caution, apparently. And I didn't kill that guy in one hit. Uh-oh. Right, Vance's gun. As soon as he comes around the corner. Yeah, he's just using a knife. He's not in good shape. Yeah. Okay, that's one dead fiend. The other one does not know where I am. I'm in caution. Okay, good. Back to Rat Slayer. Oh, there's a few of them. There is a few of them round here. Oh. One dead. And another one. Uh-oh, he's got a gun. He's actually got a gun. Okay, right. Back to Vance. Oh dear. Okay, wait for him to come around the corner, then just hit him. Does he actually know where I am? I think he does. He's going to come up the stairs. He's going to walk right into that and the 10mm and the 9mm guns. Oh. Yes. Fire again! Fire again! Okay. I think, let's just check he didn't get a shot off. No. No, he didn't. We're full health. Just check. What did he actually have on him? Was that a cowboy repeater? I should have... Yeah, it was. I should have spotted that and prioritized taking him out. That's actually a dangerous gun. That's a good shot there. And another one. Yeah, we just got some free experience here. I'm not too worried by these guys. I think we've done enough damage to them now. And we can just run on by. Yeah, basically I want to make my way around to Red Rock Canyon. That's not to be taken lightly, though. Red Rock Canyon, there are fire geckos potentially en route. Now, these fiends are starting to obviously level up with me. Unfortunately, they do have a significant amount of cowboy repeaters in pretty good condition these days. I need to be careful here. don't think there's going to be anyone that's going to be able to see me now, though. I've taken out the ones that were closest. Oh, what? 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 No, what? Why am I in caution? Why the hell am I in caution? I think I might have just been one fiend discovering another fiend's corpse, but it's very hard to know. What? There's no red on the flipping... Oh, God, this unnerves me. Because somewhere in here there's Deathclaws and somewhere in here there's Fire Geckos. I don't want to run into trouble with either of them, so I really want to keep pointing in this direction so I can see anything that pops up in terms of, yeah, red compass markers. Oh, hello. Alright, well, you're dealt with. I think if you might have been the problem. I'm not going to go investigate her corpse, by the way. I'm just going straight past. Just going straight past. There's some radioactive barrels here. I might take a couple of rads off them. I'd rather do that than risk being seen. No, I think we're good. No rads. Good, good, good. That's Red Rock Canyon, you see. That's where I want to go. I want to head into Red Rock Canyon and do that. Start off the drug dealing quest. What's it called? Abu Dabu Honeymoon. Something like that. I forget. But yes, I'm scared of Fire Geckos. I am ready to just basically slam on a stealth boy the moment I have to, if need be. If any of the dogs over there respawned. Is that a dog? I can't see any. I think we're alright, but I'm really worried by the Fire Geckos that can be in this area. I'm more worried by them, actually, so I'm just going to veer this direction now. Vats is not picking up any dogs. There's not really a really safe way to go to get to flipping Red Rock Canyon. There's dangers. There's dangers in every direction. It's never perfect. Obviously, I'm not going to that cave over there. I'm not sure under exactly what circumstances you do or don't get geckos. I'm really not sure of the exact circumstances of that, but the possibility of geckos is unnerving me quite a lot. But right now I'm not picking up anything, so that is good at least. I've also seen Deathclaws. I've seen Deathclaws come down off that hill a little bit further up, so that is obviously a concern. Okay, where are we? I do not see... I've snuck up here, around the corner. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere near that town over there. That town is dangerous. But I don't see any trouble on the roads, which is very good news if so. Okay, we've made it to the broken house with no sign of trouble, which I think means we are okay. I think we've actually kind of made it at that point. I've never seen enemies beyond the burnt out house at the start of Red Rock Canyon, which means I think we have made it in. Obviously, I don't have to be worried about the Khans themselves. They're actually, even if you're neutral to them, they don't open fire. They don't mind strangers just kind of running around at all. But more importantly, of course, I did help them at Boulder City, so they're quite fond of me already. So I'm not worried at all about that. Ooh, Walker of the Waste, nice bit of nice little thing there. Good, good. And down here, kind of hidden away at the end of a long little thin canyon at Red Rock Canyon, we have the drug lab. There we go. And our two friends have not quite woken up yet, unfortunately. Let's start with Jack, 'cause I'm pretty sure I can get some good stuff off him just by virtue of some science. I can do some easy science checks with him. And yes, with science, I know a few recipes for chems that you might want. I could teach you. There we go. So, science of 50, I could teach him how to make super stim packs, which I can do. Not necessarily that useful for me, but let's do it anyway. And then you can ask for some caps, no charge, just helping out, or a little pick-me-up. How many caps do you get?
Here's a little tink-tink to weight your pocket.
How much did you get for that? Just 50, not very much. More science. Now, here's the more important one. I can obviously get Slasher, Party Mentats, and Rocket, which is very, very useful. Slasher's brilliant, because Slasher is basically a blend of, I think it's Medics and Psycho, which is really, really useful. And some caps would be nice, thank you. And yeah, more. We can just kind of keep going through this, basically. Party Time Mentats as well. All of this is just free experience, free stuff. because time passes while you're inventing the drugs, he kind of wants to go into a sleep scenario, but then wake up immediately afterwards, which is quite good. And then some more caps. We'll just get some caps, and then some science, and then rocket. And I'm now liked from helping these guys invent lots of drugs. I'm up to +2 positive reputation. And he goes to sleep, then immediately gets back up again. And yet more caps. Excellent news. So I think that's everything I can do, because the only one else I could invent would be Hydra, and you need survival for that, not science, so I can't do that. Now he'll sell all sorts of stuff, and these drugs are really good, by the way. So party time mentats +5 charisma can be extremely useful, obviously. So that's an increase of, 10 speech. In case you were to need it. So I'm going to pick up just like one of them, just in case I ever need, I'll pick up 2, just in case I ever need like a sudden burst of perception or speech or barter. That would actually be quite useful. Rocket is basically a better version of Jet. Slasher, however, is brilliant, because Slasher is just basically Med-X but improved. So I'm going to pick up all that Slasher, so that's very good. I think it's slightly more addictive than Slasher, so be careful on that basis. But I'm going to pick up some of that right now. There we go. Okay, so that's some good drugs that we've got here. So he's worth coming to just for that. So 25% extra damage and the extra damage resistance. And Diane gets up. No idea what time it is, by the way. I think we've kind of gone for about 30 hours of in-game time while those drugs are being invented. And I'm looking to make a few caps. Got any work? Yes, she does. She'll give me the quest. So, having made it to Red Rock Canyon, I think next week we will pick up with the drug dealing quest that will eventually lead us to having to fight our way to Vault 3. And in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. Thank you very much, and goodbye.